greeting in the chat. Do you guys see me, or do you only see the screen I'm sharing?
I see both.
I see both too.
Do you see the participant list?
Yeah. No, we see
Just the corregimos la tarea? I just wonder if when I pull stuff up on the same screen, if you see it. 2 minutes yet to get logged in. I'll give them that 2 minutes, but I'm not going to give them much more because we're doing kind of a lot, and my husband also has to Zoom with his classes this hour. So as soon as you're in, please leave a greeting in the chat. Look at me, I even remembered to record this. There should be 14 more people coming. Go figure, everybody here has an A. It's not a coincidence. Okay, I've got 10:10. Is that what time you guys have?
Yeah.
Okay. Empezamos, pues. I may have to pause to, I'll put you all up here so I can see you. I might have to pause to let other people in, but we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, I can see everybody now. I have 2 monitors here and the camera's on this one, but I got to look at this one for the PowerPoint. So you're going to look at the side of my head for a lot of it, sorry. Okay, empezamos. So this homework from yesterday, for most of you, it's probably still on your screen and you don't have it pulled up, but I think it will still be beneficial to go through it. If you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself so that you can ask your question as they happen. And I'm also going to have you repeating things today. So I'm going to want to hear you. Okay, so let's review how you conjugate. The first thing you do is you look at your whole infinitive, and it's going to end with an AR. So the AR is the ending, and no more than the AR. So you will remove just the AR in these verbs you're working with, and then the second step is to add the conjugated ending, which seems really simple. But if you've not yet learned the subject pronouns, you're going to do that all wrong, which is what I just saw going through the homework. So people, there are a lot of people who don't know what the ending for yo is, so they just like randomly choose an ending, it seems. You have to memorize those subject pronouns. Unfortunately, I don't know that the people who needed to hear that are here. Okay, vamos a repetir las terminaciones. I want you to go through and repeat these endings with me a few times because it helps to commit them to memory. And the more you have memorized, the better you will be able to do on everything else that we do, because language builds. So everything we do, your success will depend on whether or not you did the step before that. And if you're missing a step, then you're going to have big issues. So I want everybody to unmute, please. Leslie, you too, lady. Bailey?
I'm not in the quietest place.
Okay. Okay, repiten por favor. O, as, a.
O,
Amos, a, an.
amos,
On.
So this lag on the Zoom cracks me up. It sounds like you're doing a round rather than in unison. So read them as you see them now.
O,
Amos,
an.
Okay. All right. So you can make yourself memorize those endings in that order. Everything will be easier in the future. So let's look at this homework. You were supposed to take these infinitives and conjugate them according to the subject. I gave you the English. I try to give you guys more information than I normally would put on a worksheet because I sympathize with you having to go back and forth between documents and screens, and so I try to give you as much in one place as I can. So, viajar, vosotros, you should have done vosotros viajáis. Vosotros viajáis. And the translation of that then is y'all, and if you don't know your subject pronouns, then you stumbled there, but it's y'all, and then the infinitive is y'all travel. Number 2, pasar is your infinitive. It means to pass, and you're doing ustedes, which is third person plural, so bottom of the chart on the right side. So you say ustedes pasan. Ustedes pasan. And the English of that then would be all of you pass. You can also use that for to spend time. Pasamos con amigos. We spend time with friends. Literally, we pass the time with friends. Oh, we got another one. Let her in here. Hi, Isabel, please unmute yourself and put a greeting in the chat so that I have a record of who was here and who wasn't. Okay, we're on number 3 then. Estudiar, to study. Los chicos, it's more than one person. So just because it doesn't say ellos, ellas, or ustedes doesn't mean you don't use the same ending. More than one person, you're going to use third person plural, which is the bottom right of your verb box. Los chicos estudian. Los chicos estudian, as you would translate it, the kids study. Comprar means to buy. Notice these words only mean to if they're an infinitive. As soon as you count them, they don't mean to, whatever the infinitive is anymore. Okay, comprar. So she comprar, ella compra. What's the translation of that? Kate?
No, Uncle Kevin, you already had 3 oranges.
Kate?
She buys.
Fine,
So
right?
she buys. Excelente. Braden, did you have a question you wanted to?
I couldn't hear you on 3 because someone's mic was really loud.
Who do we think it is? If you think you've got the loudest room, why don't you go ahead and mute yourself so that other people can hear better. So to study, estudiar, los chicos, the kids, even though it doesn't specifically say ellos, ellas, or ustedes, it's still people. And people will always be a third person. If it's more than one person, whether it's a name or the teacher or the book, a thing it could be, then it will be singular form. So that would be estudia, but this is more than one kid. So estudian. Los chicos estudian. Number 5 for the homework, trabajar nosotros. So we're going to first rule, drop the AR. Second rule, add the conjugated ending, which is first person plural. Something to learn about first person is I am always first person. If I am with anyone else, then it becomes we. So if I say Jalen y yo trabajamos. Mi esposo y yo, my husband and I, trabajamos. So I don't want to get too hung up on the specific pronouns being the only. That's not true at all. So if I put a name or a thing in there, it could also be third person. But anyway, anyone else and I becomes we. So we have trabajar, we drop the AR. First person plural is going to be the right side of your box, the first level. Nosotros trabajamos. And it means, what does it mean, Lily?
We work.
We work. Perfecto. Cantar, vosotros. So we're going to conjugate second person plural. Anybody want to volunteer to conjugate that? Anastasia?
For number 6.
Yep.
Vosotros cantáis.
Vosotros cantáis, perfecto. And the conjugation then? Or the translation, I'm sorry.
Y'all sing.
Y'all sing. Echar is to throw something. Ella. The ella ending, when you look at your chart, it's the bottom left ending. Ella echa. So the translation then is she. What does it mean? It means to throw. She throws. Escuchar, to listen to. Yo. What's every single first person ending? What do you always use for yo?
O.
It's an O. So next week when I add ER and IR verbs, you're already going to know all the yo endings because it's always O. So this one then will be escucho, and so it means I listen to. I'm giving you a whole bunch of random verbs, and the reason I do that is to sort of empower you. Once you know how to conjugate, you can say all kinds of stuff. Pick any verb you want to and conjugate it. Some of them are irregular, and we'll learn about those later in the year, but the great thing about learning to conjugate is it allows you to say a whole bunch of words. I like to get kids started with conjugating and a lot of vocabulary so that they feel like they're making progress. Okay, seguimos. Número 9, llamar is to call. The to form is, what's it going to be? Not Asia or Kate. Somebody else think. Savannah? The endings are o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Which one is for to? Do you remember? Are you with me, Savannah? You look like a statue over there. I thought you might be frozen. Braden wants to help you. Braden? Braden is frozen. Maddie. There you go. As, it's as. Tu llamas. So tu llamas. Our internet connection is unstable. It might help if I turn my camera off, but I don't know if that will make a difference if I'm streaming you guys. I can't turn the camera off because I can't. We're just going to have to keep plugging along here. Tu llamas, then you. Whoops, that's.
You work.
You, what is it?
Work.
Call, it's you call.
Oh.
That's my mistake. Let's see if I can fix it up here before we go on and I do it again next time. This is what it's like to be in class every day. If when you're in first hour, that's when all the mistakes happen. So second through sixth hour, those kids think I never make a mistake. There we go. Intentar is to try. When I went through the homework, it seemed almost everybody could figure out what it was going to translate as. So if you look at to try, intentar means to try. If I say Sergio, people got stuck because they don't recognize that as a name. It is.
Did she just leave?
She
I think
lagged
her
out
internet kicked her off.
because I don't know. She just lagged out. You can
Isn't
tell.
that what's happening with Miss Signorello too?
Well, it's her internet connection.
Connor, go away.
Hi, Claire.
Hi, Bailey.
Hello.
She's still recording this.
Hello.
Oh. There she is.
She is.
Back.
We're back. Okay, Sergio intenta. So that's
Ay, no,
translate as Sergio tries. Are you there?
Your screen isn't sharing anymore.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure someone else is the host.
I'm stuck.
Anna is the host.
I'm already having huge issues.
No, she's the host.
And she's the
Okay,
host.
there we go. It's working now.
Kahoot, so if it really gets bad, I can just cancel Kahoot.
Oh, I can make a video. Okay, maybe I'll have to make you a video, guys.
Okay.
What I wanted to do with you. So here you've got your answers. On these last two answers, do you have any questions?
No.
Something to keep in mind is that when you see a capital at the start of the subject, it's a name. So even though you might not recognize it, you can just by the formatting that it's probably a name because it's a proper noun if it's capitalized. Dibujar, to draw. Nosotros o as amos, dibujamos, we draw. Lavar, vosotros o as amos, haréis. Laváis, you'll wash. Llevar is to take. O as amos, ais, an. Llevan. Ustedes llevan, you all take. All of you take. Evitar is to avoid. Yo. Just put an O on the end of it. Yo evito. Again, if you don't know how that verb box works, you can't do this. It's really hard. It's next to impossible to figure it out. So, yo evito, to avoid, I avoid. Tú hablas, you speak. I have a feeling I'm about to lose you because Mr. Caliber is starting a Kahoot. If I do lose you, maybe we'll just end the meeting, or no, maybe I'll just keep plugging along in it because it's recording anyway, and then you can go back and look at these conjugations on your own in the video. So this is what I do almost every day in class, depending on what we're learning. So if we're working on verbs, then I would put this up on the screen and they would look at the infinitive and the subject and call out the conjugation. Bailar is the subject, or is the infinitive. Yo is the subject. So what's the conjugation?
Bailo.
Bailo. Perfecto. Tú.
Bailas.
Baila.
Yeah.
Bailo, bailas. And now ella.
Baila.
Baila. Muy bien. Baila. So I dance, you dance, she dances. Cantar is the infinitive. Vosotros
Cantáis.
cantáis. Excelente.
Canta.
Él canta. Tú
Canto.
Cantas. Cantas.
cantas. Y'all sing, he sings, you sing. To speak, I speak, yo
Hablo.
hablo. Está muy bien. Ellos
Hablan. Hablan.
ellos hablan. Muy bien. Ella
Habla. Habla.
Habla.
Habla, perfecto. Nadar, to swim. You and I swim. Tú y yo
Nadamos.
nadamos. Muy bien. ¿Tú?
Tú
Tú
nadas.
nadas.
Nadas. Ellos
Nadan.
Nadan.
nadan. You're doing well. Preparar, yo preparo.
Preparo.
Preparo, muy bien. Oh, whoops, I got ahead of you. Él prepara. How about ellos?
Preparan.
Preparan, excelente. Preparo, prepara, preparan.
Nan.
Necesitar. Ana necesita.
Necesita.
Necesita. Ustedes necesitan.
Tan.
Necesita. Vosotros necesitáis.
Ice.
Necesitáis, perfecto. Tocar is to play an instrument, not to play games. Ella
Toca.
toca. Ustedes
Tocan.
tocan. Y yo
Toco.
toco. See how everyone said toco because O is the easiest one. And so you're starting to commit those to memory and they're coming really naturally. The more you do this sort of drilling with Quizlet or with me, the faster they'll all come and you'll be speaking Spanish before you know it. Dibujar is to draw. Dibujar. Ellos dibujan. Dibujan. Yo dibujo.
O.
Oh, dibujo, sí. Nosotros dibujamos. Perfecto. Olvidar, I think this is the last one. Yo olvido. Olvido bien.
Ito.
Olvidan.
Olvidar.
Olvidan. Miguel.
Olvidar.
Olvidar.
Olvida. You did great, guys. You did a really good job with those conjugations. If you did have trouble with the homework, you can always send me a private message or you can ask your questions now if you have them. Anybody have a question? My best advice to all of you is, like I said, to practice and practice and practice because none of this stuff will get in your heads if you don't practice. You can make little flashcards, you know, I, yo, L, he. If you want to get those in your brain. Anything else before I let you go? You did a good job today. I'm proud of you. So what else did I give you for today? Oh, I did give you a little homework assignment. I think it's only 10 sentences. So you're going to do, it'll be like, yo hablo mucho. And then in parentheses, there'll be another subject. So you'll take that subject and replace the original yo. Instead of saying yo hablo mucho, now you have to say tú, which will change your verb, right? So what will the verb be then?
Hablas.
Hablas, tú hablas mucho. That's all you have to do. And there are 10 of them. I'm 99% sure. Unless that's tomorrow. I'm planning for so many things now, I forget what I'm doing when, with whom.
Yeah. Where is
I just checked and there was no assignment.
There's no,
There isn't any assignment there. There's
Yeah, I
only a
just checked too.
in the Zoom.
maybe I just made today be as, I'll check it out. I'll let you know if there is supposed to be something up there. So check back in like 15 minutes and if there's supposed to be something up there, then I'll make sure it's there. I honestly can't remember what I did. Okay, we're good to go then. I'll let you know if there's supposed to be an assignment up there. Just a few minutes. Savannah,
On my screen, there is an assignment.
what does yours say?
Tuesday and then verb conjugation.
That? Oh, that is.
I think they're trying to say that was this.
Yeah, that is this.
Okay, I'll double check it though, just to be sure.
Zoom meeting.
Okay, chicos, adios.
Thank you. Bye.
Adios.
Buen día.
Hasta la vista.
Adios.
Hasta la vista.
Ciao.